Take a look at these babies. Yasmin, you know, that's the first time I've seen these cars in their natural environment. Yeah, because we're usually camouflaged and the development, and here in its natural environment is absolutely amazing. Wow.
Beautiful. Let's go have a look.
Yeah, sure.
Shall we?
Yeah.
Come on. Where do we start out? I mean, give me the quick rundown. What's the main highlight?
Exactly. Well, we've basically completely redesigned the front end of the car.
Right.
The initial thing you see is their new headlamps. They're much, much flatter. They're much more dynamic. Then moving on to the center area, we've got this our AMG specific grille with the vertical loops, which is the signature of AMG. Moving down onto the lower area, we've got the jet wing design down here with the side flaps and the visible cooling system, which we need to cool our V8 powertrain.
And when you speak of V8 powertrain, then of course we noticed that here you held on to the power domes.
Yes, we love the power domes. They're like natural muscles out of the bonnet area. And we've also kept the wide side fenders from the specific AMG.
All right, let's check out the rear end.
Let's go, yeah.
I understand there have also been changes here as well, of course.
From the rear end, we have redesigned the new tail lights, which is the first initial thing you see. They're also much, much flatter, much more dynamic. And if you take a closer look, you'll see how much detail has gone into the design of the specific lamps. Then also here, moving down, we have redesigned the tailpipes and redesigned the center diffuser to round off that dynamic view.
Dynamic view, when we look at the vehicle on first sight, it is a very sporty vehicle. So does that mean that those dynamics you speak of, that they dominate in every aspect?
Not in every aspect. From the exterior design, which we've just spoken of, yes, very much so. But from a technical point of view, one of the engineering aims was to create more comfort in the car. So we've held on to our top-end dynamic capabilities and added more comfort. This was a customer wish from that point of view. And at the moment, the E63 is probably the pinnacle of this spread between comfort and sporting dynamics.
I might have to check that out myself.
No problem.
What do you say?
We've got one here. Why don't you hop in this nice blue Estate? I'll hop in the sedan and then we'll take them for a spin.
Let's do it.
Okay, let's go.
DJ, I am loving that signature V8 sound, the first thing that you notice.
Well, Yasmin, that is pretty special sound, and the sound comes from our V8 twin turbo engine, and in the version we're driving now we've got 612 horsepower, and the engine is pretty special because it's built in a Falterbach in the one-man, one-engine principle. That means that one mechanic builds the engine from scratch straight up to the finishing point, and he guarantees for the quality of that engine by putting a plaque with his signature on top of the engine. When I say 612 horsepower, you don't have to worry about it, because it's in this car we have our 4MATIC Plus drivetrain, which is extremely drivable, and we've worked a lot on the engine application, and it's become even more smoother than it already was.
And of course, I mean, moving away from the mechanics or from the engine, you realize immediately that the interior has been updated as well, and I really love this detail, the steering wheel, the new design, beautiful.
Yeah, it's our new AMG steering wheel, the sports steering wheel. You can see in the top, you've got all of the control units, so you can control the whole user interaction of the car without taking your hands off the wheel. And the speciality of this one is it's our next generation AMG switches on the bottom left and right hand side, where you can see on the left hand dial you can change the attributes of the car, for example, from manual to automatic, or change the AMG dynamics. And on the right hand side you can see the switch to change to the driving dynamic program. So for example, why don't we change now from Comfort to Sport Plus and see how the car reacts.
All right, let's do it. Wow. Okay, the throttle as well as the steering wheel have become super responsive. Whoa. Yes, this is fun.
Glad. That's it. And it's not just the throttle and the steering, the whole car setup has now changed. And that is the beauty, that is the DNA of the E63. That the capabilities it has is from a top-end performance car now in S+, which has amazing track capabilities. And then by the flick of the switch to comfort, you can have the long-distance, comfortable business sedan.
So speaking of comfort, is that something we can also try out right now?
Yes, I've got so maybe a good place where I can show you a good example. Why don't you just follow me around?
All right, I'm right behind you. Oh, wow, that is bumpy, DJ.
Yeah, well, it is in Sport Plus, so flick the switch back to comfort, and you can experience the precision and with no loss of comfort whatsoever.
All right, so at the mere switch of a button, I have the comfort of a comfy estate and a race car if I switch back at the same time. How about if we go back to Sport Plus?
Let's do that and grab a helmet and get on back on the handling course.
All right. All set.
Okay, let's go then.
All right.
Let's move back to Sports Plus to experience the full capabilities.
Right. All right, I'm in Sports Plus, and now I can really step on it, right? Woohoo!
That's it. Yeah, the handling of the car changes, and you can really feel how in the background we've got our AMG Dynamics working for us. The AMG Dynamics controls all of the systems of the driving systems of the car, steering, suspension, all the way through to the 4MATIC Plus. And for some real fun on the track, we can use that, or even go up to race, or to even over to drift mode, like this. Woohoo!
There you are.
Yasmin, where were you?
You know what? It got a bit wild back there.
Okay.
I had to take a break. But where were you?
Sorry, I kind of lost you. I must admit I had some fun on the back end of the track.
Yeah, we could tell.
Yeah, sorry, I was just trying out our dynamics and I couldn't resist a drift mode or two around some of the corners.
Oh my God, he says it like it's nothing. Well, I didn't do that. I was a
Okay.
bit scared.
So what
But
did you think of our car today?
you know what? I had the best time and I had the
Okay.
best day today. And my favorite part is actually when I stand outside of the vehicle, the
Yeah.
new color.
Yeah.
I'm loving this blue.
Well, that's a special colour. Up to the moment it was reserved for our GT model range, and now we've opened it up for our E63s.
Right, lovely. Okay, so what did you experience on your way back over?
Well, I mean, to be honest, I think we've got a really good package here. We've got the design update on the outside. We've got all the new stuff on the inside, MBUX, fully integration of the AMG features. And what is really cool is we've achieved our development goal where we wanted to keep on hold of our AMG driving dynamics to the utmost standard, but we've given it just that extra bit of comfort. I think that's going to hit our customers' wishes straight in the heart.
Thank you for a fantastic day, for all of this insight, and I hope to see you again soon.
Thank you very much
Thank
for
you
your company.
so much.